Hey, what's up? I'm 3D and this is Tales from the Driver's Seat. Let me make sure you're not getting wind tunneled. Yeah, I forgot to adjust the vents. So, speaking of events, sorry, I'm multitasking. I left the house to, well, come to go to the gym at a semi-reasonable hour. I don't like to be racing the clock at 11:30 at night to see if I can meet my exercise. Why is that slipping? To meet my exercise goal for the day. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the house at a semi-reasonable hour today to, well, go to the gym and work out. So I'm up, I walk out of the house and I look at my driveway, and it looks like a telephone pole has been laid in the gutter, like right in the street next to the curb. And it looked from my perspective like a telephone pole. I could see that it extended past my driveway. I could see it where my neighbor's driveway was, so it at least extended that far. I'm like looking around, trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this driveway. So I put my bag in the car and I walk back over to the end of the driveway and I look, and this telephone pole actually does a rounded 90-degree curve around the corner, and there's like road cones and stuff next to it. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? This isn't a telephone pole. This is a fire hose. And I looked and I could see from that new perspective that it went all the way down to the corner and connected to the fire hydrant. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry that somebody's losing their memories, but I'm trying to get out of the house. You know? I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but can't really leave. And I was gonna go by and see what was going on, because there's another huge event at Archer today. So there was like 800 people, most of them kids. Well, it was either like a daycare or something like that, but I mean, it was either that or a class action fraternity suit. So whoever you are, good on you, sir. Sorry, I'm just wiping the excess pre-workout off of the rim of my water bottle here. So I was about to just drive straight across like people's lawns and stuff, because, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, what am I gonna do? Go back inside? No. So I'm standing there on the corner, looking at it, trying to think how I'm gonna get out of my driveway. And I'm like, well, if I attack it from an angle, I should be able to just drive right over it. And this Corvette comes up, and he is doing like a 37-point turn. And at one point, he does actually drive over this hose. So I'm like, oh, okay, so it's something that I can actually get over if I have to. So I'm looking at my situation. I actually backed my car into the space next to the tree that's in my front lawn, and I attacked the hose from an angle. And like, if this heavy-ass Corvette can do it without breaking the hose, and my scrawny little Chevy Sonic is going to be able to do it just fine. So the only problem I had was I had to like kick on the accelerator a little extra hard, because the hose hit my rear wheels perpendicularly, and I had to drive straight across them because they were at a 90-degree angle. And it dragged the hose into the street a little bit, but I did pull over it, and it was undamaged. So good times. Not sure what people were supposed to do if they had to leave, but I guess it worked out just fine. I should be gone by the time I get home. I don't know. So 3D Nation is a thing, officially. I was approached by a friend of mine. We used to be co-workers. That's how we originally met. But she ended up, well, I ended up quitting to save my sanity, and she ended up moving to another state. Not too terribly far. Like, she's just down in, like, Texas somewhere, I think. So, and I live in Tulsa, so it's like, was a bit of a move for her, I suppose. And she's like, well, I want to do it, but I live so far away. And I'm like, Intoxication Nation, my co-host lives in like another state. So she's like, oh, yeah. My other co-host for Intoxication Nation lives in a different time zone. So it's not like we're neighbors. We're not driving to each other's houses and setting up the equipment and stuff. So she's like, well, I don't know, because like I want to do something, but it's I don't want to be like, you know, super boring. And I'm like, so don't be. Find something that makes you super passionate instead and do that. She's like, huh. It was like this weird truth bomb hit her. She's like, oh, maybe I will. Talk to me tomorrow. And so we're gonna be talking here in a few minutes, actually, about it. So I'm actually stoked. I'm actually excited to see other programs hit the channel, because I can, like, I'm not gonna sit around all day and like edit podcasts or videos, because I'm rubbish at video editing. But I will get a clip or two and make you an intro. I can make some intros. That would be fine. So I did that instead. But it's gonna be fun. I've got like other people coming to me wanting to do like videos and podcasts. I'm supposed to meet someone, I don't know when, to get her podcast up and running, and approaching a guy next week, or we're gonna meet next week, about is either a permanent podcast or a podcast series on race and racism. So it's going to be really super interesting. So, oh, and I'll have something on LGBT issues. If you know somebody that does sports, I don't do sports ball. I really don't. But I fully intend on having a blast with this. We've actually had quite a few hits on the podcasts that were uploaded. Nothing on the poll yet, so still waiting on that chip to come in. So anyway, with that being said, I'm 3D. This is Tales from the Driver's Seat, and I will see you next time.